Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking you through my entire makeup wish list. This might become a really long video, so I might do part 1 and part 2. There are a lot of reasons why I haven't purchased the makeup items that are on my makeup wish list, and that might be price point, the amount of products I already have, they're not as easily accessible, and I'll say those things as I go through each product. If you see me looking down, I've got this notepad here which has all of the makeup products that I'm interested in right now written out in a huge list, so that's where I'm looking when I'm looking down. I'm going to start off with a lash curler. I really need a new lash curler because my last one, the lash part of it got really narrow and is squished into a little triangle now. I'm not sure how that happened. It was just a cheap one from Manicare, but it lasted me very many years before it broke, so I was kind of surprised when it broke. I'm thinking about investing in a Shiseido or Shu Uemura lash curler just because I've heard really great reviews about them. I'm in quite a lot of Facebook beauty groups, and I always ask questions in those beauty groups. Hey, does anyone have any tips? What lash curler do you recommend? What, whatever do you recommend? And a lot of people have been recommending the Shu Uemura and the Shiseido lash curlers, so those are definitely on my list to go check out and probably purchase one of those. The next things on my makeup wish list are the Jeffree Star lip glosses. I really want to try just one Jeffree Star lip gloss. I have never tried his lip gloss formula before. I'm really interested in it because I haven't tried it before, and I don't think I'd go for a crazy shade. I just want to pick up a clear gloss or a nude or something natural that I can wear every day and get a lot of use out of. And I think that the actual component that it comes in is really cool. We all know that Jeffree has really interesting designs with the packaging of his products. That is something that has piqued my interest. I haven't purchased that yet just because I haven't gotten around to making an order from anywhere that sells Jeffree Star recently, but when I do order from somewhere that sells Jeffree Star, I'll definitely be popping a lip gloss into my order. The next thing on my list is Put It Back, also from Jeffree Star. It's from his collaboration with Shane Dawson. I'll pop a picture up right here. I really want to try the shade Put It Back. I don't own any other Jeffree Star eyeshadows, but that shade, when I watched the series with Shane Dawson, I was so interested by that shadow. That color is absolutely stunning. I feel like you can never have too many green eyeshadows. Green is one of those eyeshadow colors that I just find so unique. So many different greens are out there, and so I'd love to try this shade of green specifically. I wasn't as interested in the rest of the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson collab they did together just because after watching the whole series, I was kind of disappointed, to be honest, because it wasn't what I expected it to be. It's been a bit of time now, obviously, since the collection has been released, and I do understand why they made the collection the way they made it, and I do think it's smart, but I don't think there is a place for it in my collection at this current point in time just because they're not shades that I'm particularly looking for other than that shade Put It Back, and also that one shade from the giant palette which is called Trisha. That bright pink is so beautiful. I kind of wish it came as a single, but that's for another video. The next things on my wish list are from Fenty Beauty. I really want to get the Ruby Riches blush. It's just such a rich shade, and I really want to try a darker blush. I always go for a lighter colored blush. This is the blush that I've been using and trying to pan recently. This is Flower Child from Becca Cosmetics, and as you can see, it's just a really cute peachy pinky kind of blush, and I never go for a darker, crazier color, and I feel like that shimmery Ruby Riches shade looks so nice, and it looks like a really glowing from within. If you ran a race, that's the color that your skin would be glowing after you've run that marathon. So that's a blush that is definitely on my wish list. The reason I haven't picked that blush up yet is just because I'm waiting for a Sephora sale so that I can justify it to myself. The next thing from Fenty Beauty that I'm interested in is the powder bronzer in the shade Private Island. This bronzer looks so beautiful, and I love the Fenty packaging. It's just so beautiful, and the shade Private Island looks like it would be flattering on my skin tone. I'm always panning bronzers, so after I go through a couple more bronzers, I will definitely be picking this up. I'm not picking it up right now just because I have a couple more to work through, but it's definitely on my list of bronzers to try when I get around to it. Another thing on my list that I'd love to pick up from Fenty Beauty is the Gloss Bomb Duo set. It has Sweet Mouth and Fenty Glow in mini size. I actually really enjoy the Fenty lip glosses as minis just because I find they're a little bit easier to get through. I can actually use up the amount of product that is in there, whereas when you buy a full-size lip product, a lot of the time I never use that up. That's why I really enjoy getting mini lip products. And I just used up my Fenty Glow when they released the Fenty Glow and Sweet Mouth Duo, and Sweet Mouth was the new shade that I was interested in picking up. So I was like, wow, this is really perfect that they've come out with this duo of both of the shades that I want to pop back into my collection. So eventually I'll definitely be picking up Sweet Mouth and Fenty Glow to pop those into my collection again. The next thing on my wish list is kind of random, and it's the Buxom lip gloss in the shade Emily. And you can probably guess why. it literally has my name written on it, and that is why I'm interested in it. It's actually a pretty wearable shade, so I can justify it. It's not something that I'm never going to get use out of. I would probably use it all up, but it's really hard to get buxom lip glosses in Australia. If you know somewhere in Australia that sells buxom lip gloss, please leave it in the comments down below, because I'd love to find this lip gloss somewhere, but it's just so hard to find. That's why I haven't picked it up yet, and it's been on my wish list for a while, so please help me out if you know where I can find it. The next thing on my makeup wish list is some KKW Beauty. I'm actually really interested in a lot of things from Kim Kardashian's brand, just because she has so many different neutral tones, and that really appeals to me because usually I'm a neutral lover despite the red that I've got going on right now. I'm really into like warm tone nudes, and I feel like she has a really great range of warm tone nudes in her lip line that she has out, so that's definitely on my list. I think the shades, 1.5, 2 and 2.5 would all be flattering for my skin tone. They're kind of the lighter brownier nudes that I would usually pick up, so I'm really interested to pick those up. I'm not blown away by Kim's formula. I've tried the KKW times Mario, like the collaboration, her first one she did with Mario, and the formula was okay. It wasn't like amazing, it didn't wow me, but I would still pick up her products purely because I feel like Kim has like an eye for a good color, and with the help of all the makeup team she has around her, I feel like the shades that she's picked out are really flattering. She also has so many different lip products that I feel like it'd be fun to try a couple of her different formulas to see how they compare to each other. Another thing that I'm interested in from KKW Beauty is also some of the sculpting products. Kim is famous for her sculpted contour, and I'd love to try some of her contour kits. She has a couple of powder contour kits and also the cream contour sticks that came out ages ago, the first product she ever came out with. They just look like such amazing formulas, and I've never tried them. None of my friends have those products, so I haven't been able to like give them a feel and see what the consistency of the products is like, so I'd really love to pick those up one time in the future just to give them a try. The reason I haven't picked up these products from KKW Beauty already is because, one, the price, they're not exactly drugstore prices. They're not very expensive. They're not high end or anything. They're just not drugstore, so it's not as accessible. And the other reason is I already have so many products in my collection right now. I have so many nude lipsticks in my collection already that I'm currently working through, so I just couldn't justify adding more nude lipsticks to work through as I'm still finishing off the current lot that I currently have. And also with the contouring products, I've got so many bronzers that I'm currently working through already, and I'm trying to pan first for before I purchase new products. The next brand that I'd like to talk about is NARS, and the first thing I want from NARS on my wish list right now is the full-size NARS Laguna bronzer. Now that seems really basic, but it's because I just panned mine. This was the Orgasm and Laguna mini duo, and because it was such a mini size, like this size of this pan is absolutely tiny, and so I just felt like this bronzer was a little bit more difficult to apply just because the size of the pan was so small. So I'd really like to try the full size of the bronzer just so that I can have an easier application. I really love the shade of this bronzer. I'm wearing it on my cheeks right now. This was the last application in the pan before I used it all up. And it's just a really flattering like shade for my skin tone. I find that this is a good, like, not too bronze, not too warm tone shade of a bronzer. It's a bit more on the neutral side for me, and so it's definitely on my wish list to pick up Laguna bronzer after I've panned a couple of my current bronzers, because it is just so flattering, and I can't wait for it to come back into my collection. I miss it already, even though I just used it up. Another thing from NARS that I'd like to try, and you can see I'm not very adventurous with my NARS products, is I'd like the NARS and Orgasm full-size duo. So this is the mini duo, and as you can see, it's like teeny tiny. The full-size duo is the size of the bronzer pan, so it's like this big, and it's a duo like this, so it's just like a bigger version of this same product. I really found this convenient because I had my favorite blush and my favorite bronzer in the same little compartment, and it was just a really easy capsule to take with me anywhere, in my makeup bag or wherever I was going. So I'd love to get a bigger version of that just because it was so convenient to use. But yeah, again, I want to use up some other products before I purchase more. And the final, slightly more interesting thing I'd like to pick up from NARS is a couple of glosses. They've recently come out with a gloss version of the Orgasm blush and the Laguna bronzer, and those are obviously two of my favorite shades for my face. I just find they're really flattering on my skin tone, and so I'd love to try their gloss formula. I've never tried a gloss from NARS before, and so I'm really interested to see what their gloss formula is like, but I'm not going to purchase any of their lip glosses for two reasons. First of all is price point, and second of all is I'm working through some other glosses in my collection first before I open up any new bronzers and go out and buy some more. But yeah, I was really excited when they came out with the Orgasm and the Laguna glosses just because I really love when my whole face is like one cohesive color. I love when my eyeshadow matches my lipstick, matches my cheek products. I just think it looks so cohesive and it really makes your look like so much stronger. The next makeup brand I'd like to talk about is Kylie Cosmetics, and the kind of things I want to pick up from Kylie Cosmetics are all of her collabs. I really want to pick up the Stormy lip kit. The mini one that came out when Stormy's birthday was around was so cute. But unfortunately I missed out on it. It sold out before I could make an order. So in future I'd like Kylie to re-release it, and I'm sure she will. It's the shade named after her daughter. I'd really like to pick up a mini Stormy lip kit or a full size. I just prefer a mini because it's more reasonable for me to like actually use up the product. It's more manageable for me. Some other collabs that I hope Kylie comes out with is one with Kendall. I'd really love to pick up anything that she collabs with Kendall on. And also another thing on my wish list from Kylie Cosmetics is the Court collab. I've never been lucky enough to get the Court collab in stock when I'm ordering from Kylie Cosmetics. Every time I order, it's just when the Court collection sells out of the nude lipsticks that I'm into. So I'd really like to pick up some of the nude lipsticks from the Court collab that Courtney did with Kylie before they sell out one time. This is slightly off topic because it's not beauty specifically, but from Kylie's Skin line, Kylie Skin, I'd really like to pick up her lip products. That lip mask and also the lip scrub, they look really delicious, and just like in that really cute pink packaging, it's just so cute. So when those are back in stock, I might make a Kylie Skin order, but I don't know if I can do it just because I think you have to make $60 worth of product to get free shipping to Australia, and I don't want to pay for shipping, even though that's like not really much logic going on there. But I really want to pick up those two products somehow. So eventually I will pick up the Kylie lip products from her Skin line. But yeah, the reasons that I haven't picked up those products from Kylie Cosmetics already is just because they are never in stock when I want to buy them, or in the case of the Kendall collab, they don't exist yet. The next products I have to talk about are from Makeup Revolution, which is a brand that I've never actually tried before. I'm really interested in their formula. I've heard really mixed reviews, so I'm interested to try out the Emily palettes from Emily here on YouTube. The needs and the wants are the two palettes that I'm interested in. And I'm just interested to try the products, and also because the products literally have my name on them. I'm super jealous of people whose names are like things like Kylie or Laura, like Laura Geller, or if your name is Pat, like Pat McGrath. You have makeup lines named after you, and I just love the concept of like your makeup being named for you. So I really want to pick up those two palettes because they are named after an Emily, and so I'd like to try those out. I really like Emily Noel as a YouTuber. I've been watching her for longer than I can remember. She's always been around on YouTube, and she's just a great, reliable YouTuber. She's never like sold out, if that makes sense, and so she has this like kind of integrity to her channel that I really respect, and so I'd really like to support Emily as well because I just think she's a wonderful lady. The next product that I have to talk about is from Physicians Formula, and it is the Butter Bronzer. I think the Butter Bronzer is a really popular product here on YouTube, and so I'm very interested in trying it out. However, every time I go to the drugstore where it's available in Australia at like Priceline here, it's always sold out, and it's because it's so popular that I've never been able to get my hands on it. But hopefully one time I'll go there and it is in stock, and I'll pick it up when I do see it, because it's just so hard to get my hands on, and that's why I haven't been able to add it to my collection yet. And the last product I'm going to be talking about today from my wish list is the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. The Age Rewind Concealer is very popular. I hear so many good things about it, and for some reason I just haven't tried it out yet. I've tried literally every other concealer at the drugstore that I'm interested in except for the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, so next time I am in the market for a new concealer is definitely going to be the one that I pick up because I've heard just so many good things about it. And yeah, I'm actually going to split up this video into two parts just because this is already so long. But yeah, that is part one of all the items that are on my wish list right now. And yeah, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment anything down below you'd like to see from me in future. Also comment any recommendations that you think I should add to my makeup wish list, or anything that is currently on your makeup wish list, and let me know why you haven't already picked it up. You know, is it the availability, price point? Do you already have too many products so similar in your collection? Let me know down below. If you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. I make content very frequently, and hopefully I'll see you in a future video soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.